Hey everyone, it's your boy, Vr. Just wanted to do a quick convo on some of the things I'm seeing going on and it's not bad things, some good there, you know what I mean? But what I want to talk about is more like a lack of information, you know what I mean? We have certain websites that we kind of look to that supposed to, you know, that tell us our news. You know what I mean? There's Upload VR and Road to VR and VR Focus. I think pretty much if you're into VR, you know about these sites. And these are where you go to for your information. Right? And this is all said and done, it's all good, but every time I get on there lately, there's always hardware news, almost little to no game news. You know what I mean? It's either this company just making a VR helmet, and that company's making this, and I'm always asking myself, where's the game? Why are they not talking about more games? Why are they doing more interviews? You know what I mean? Games being made or games being brought to VR, you know what I mean? Like say, Ark Survival Evolved is supposed to be added in a VR mode. Why are they out there talking to these developers? They should be out there talking to these developers, getting us information on these games, like because I think it will also do the developers, you know, help sell more games in VR, because we don't, nine times we don't even know about games that are coming into the VR. We get on our thing and all of a sudden, boom, we see these. Yeah, all of a sudden we see these like,
how many pirates does
this game is coming to VR, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know about that. Or we get on our, I go on Oculus Home, and all of a sudden there's this game popped up. I don't know anything about this game, and it's asking you to purchase it, and you're thinking to yourself, like, I know nothing, and then you try to search up information on it, and you're getting nothing. You don't know how this game's supposed to play, what it's supposed to be, barely about what it, you know, you see the synapses, what it's supposed to be about. And I have to wait until YouTubers, you know what I mean, which I'm now trying to be one myself, made a video on these games. And then I can be like, oh, okay, I see what this game is about. Now I'm going to purchase this. I think if we would start to get a lot more information from developers pushing out that, yes, we're making more announcements. They're treating these games like console games. Like, they can wait for these big events, like GDC, E3, Gamecom that's coming in Germany, I think it's either France or Germany. I think it's Germany. Well, I think that's way too late when it comes to VR games, because VR is such a touchy subject right now that they have to
kill them.
They have to, you know, start building. You know, they have to start building more buzz about their game, and right now there's very little buzz about the game. There's a lot of buzz about the HMDs themselves, not a lot of buzz on game. And YouTubers, we're the ones that are like evangelizing, you know what I mean, these games to people, because people wouldn't even, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't even know about half the stuff, if they're any good or anything like that. So like, my example now is, what game was that? That just came out. Raw data. I'm hearing a lot of information, a lot of buzz about raw data, but it didn't come from any websites or anything like that. It all came from YouTubers. All YouTubers, and I mean, playing the game, talking about how fun it is, and then I saw 1 or 2 articles on the website, and pretty much all it said was, this game is out. And then, I'm pretty sure a couple weeks from now, we'll get a review. And, okay, cool, reviews are good, but previews are even better for sales. We all know most games sell the most within the first 2 or so months of release. And if these games don't start selling, VR is pretty much dead. And we know this for a fact because games sell systems. If people don't know about the games that are coming, forget about the systems being sold. And worse yet, most of these games are done by small teams. They can't afford to not have a lot of buzz about their game coming out. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of great games out there that none of us know about. All because there's no, I go on the major websites like GameSpot, IGN. There's no VR news on that at all, which irritates the hell out of me. You know what I mean? There's like, they're not talking about it and they're treating it like this redheaded step style of video games when it's the future of video games. And they're all like, oh, we don't know. But why don't they have they have the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, mobile. Why not add another tab that says VR and then go out there and start talking to these VR developers. Go out there and saying, hey, what games do you have coming? Why don't you show us a few things? Yes, we know people aren't going to totally understand the whole thing of it because they have to be in it in order to appreciate it. But at least let me see what I have a headset. I want to know what's going on out there. You know what I mean? Stop focusing on the people that don't have headset just yet. Focus on the people that have a headset that you need to sell your games to. You know what I mean? If your game is coming out on home and at the end of this year there's 30 games coming for touch, I don't know, except for maybe like 3 or 4 of them, I don't know what the rest of them are. And the list of it, you know what I mean, doesn't tell me anything. There's a list that shows me what games they are, but after that point, I'm like, okay, what do they do? What is it about? You know what I mean? I just see a name. I want to know more. I want to see some graphic, you know what I mean? I want to see some gameplays or something like that. So that's my little rant right now, people. And as simple as this game is right now, it's actually pretty fun. You know what I mean? So I think it was like, it's like $4 to $9, either $5 or $9, one or the other. Yeah, it's a it was originally a Gear VR game. That's why it's so simplistic and you're just moving your head. But it's one of those games that if you are not comfortable in VR just yet, you know, because there's no movement, it's just your head. There's no locomotion. So there's no VR sickness. You know what I mean? It's just moving your head around. So if you're new to VR, or if you have a friend that's new to VR, this is a good game to kind of get them into, to play around a little bit and see what's going on. But I'm going to stop my video here. You know, like and subscribe me. Let's talk about what I just said, people. And I mean, I'm pretty sure if you own any headsets, that you're pretty much just as irritated about the lack of previews of game as I am. And and you would like more, so you know what I mean, I would say go ahead, hit that thumbs up, and subscribe to my page.